There's a growing belief among parents today that society is no longer just educating children. It's shaping them, influencing them, directing them, not when they're teens, not when they're mature, but from the earliest years. Kindergarten, primary school, even preschool. The debate isn't about adults living their lives. It's about children being introduced to concepts they're too young to understand before they even know who they are. And the question millions of parents are asking is simple. Why don't we have a choice anymore? Everyone knows this. Children absorb everything. They are incredibly impressionable. If you tell a child every day that the sky is green, by age 10, they'll believe it. If you tell your kid every day that you're a god, by age 18, when someone asks them, "Who's your father?" they might just answer, "A god." Not because they're stupid, but because children believe the adults in their world. Their minds are like sponges, soaking up information without the critical filter that adults have developed over years of experience. So when schools and media start presenting very complex ideas about identity, gender, and social ideology as absolute truth to 5, 6, or 7-year-olds, parents start to look around and say, "Hold on, who gave permission for this? Who decided this was normal? Why does my child have to learn this at all right now?" It's not because these parents hate anyone. It's because they believe these concepts belong in adult conversations, not in children's programming or first-grade classrooms. They see it as a fundamental mismatch between the content and the child's developmental stage. They're asking for age appropriateness, a concept that seems to have been forgotten. Most parents have absolutely no problem teaching their kids to be respectful. It's a core value in most families. Respect everyone. Be kind. Don't bully. Treat people with dignity, regardless of who they are or what they believe. These are the foundations of a decent society, and parents are usually the first ones to instill them. But today, the message seems to have shifted. It's no longer just respect others. It's agree with everything they say. It's validate beliefs you don't understand or even share. It's repeat the ideology or you're part of the problem. And that's where many parents draw the line. Because respect is universal, but agreement is personal. You can respect someone's identity without being forced to adopt their entire worldview. You can teach your child to be kind to a person without having to rewrite how you explain the world to them. One is about common decency. The other is about compelled belief. Think about it. We teach our children to respect different religions without forcing them to convert. We teach them to respect different political views without demanding they join another party. Respect is a right, but enforced belief is not. And when acceptance turns into an obligation to conform, it stops being about tolerance and starts feeling like control. This leads us to the heart of the matter. Why do so many parents feel their rights are disappearing? It used to be commonly understood that parents decided when their kids learned about sensitive topics like sex and identity. Parents decided what values were taught at home. They were the primary judges of what their children were emotionally ready for. Now, those choices are increasingly being made by others. By schools, by institutions, by activists with a specific agenda, by curriculum boards, and even by online influencers who have more access to our kids' minds than ever before. And when parents question this shift, when they voice their concerns, they are often labeled. They're called intolerant, hateful, ignorant, or outdated. The very act of asking for a say in their child's upbringing is framed as an attack. So parents are left asking, why is everyone else allowed to raise my child except me? When did my family's values become dangerous? Why is the traditional family structure the only group that isn't allowed to defend its own perspective? This isn't bigotry. This is parenthood. This is the natural instinct to protect and guide your own child according to your conscience and your love for them. So, let's call this what it is. Children are increasingly being raised by ideology, not by families. Whether that ideology is political, cultural, or social, The problem remains the same. Kids are being exposed to it too early, too intensely, and too forcefully. Children don't need identity theory at age 6. They don't need political labels before they can spell. They don't need to be burdened with questioning their own existence before they've even had a chance to live it. What children need is a childhood. They need curiosity, play, imagination, and exploration. They need the freedom to scrape their knees and learn from simple mistakes, not to have complex adult debates poured into their heads before they've even developed a stable sense of self. The controversial truth is this: society is no longer letting children grow organically. It's trying to shape them into a preconceived mold, not with the gentle guidance of love or culture, but with the rigid framework of ideology. So, the real question we need to ask isn't what some people want you to think it is. This issue isn't truly about the rights of adults to live freely. It's not about stopping anyone from existing or being who they are. The vast majority of parents support that. The real issue is about choice. It's about timing. It's about boundaries and parental authority. In a truly free and tolerant society, adults can live how they want. Parents can raise their kids with their own values. And children are not treated as ideological experiments. Right now, parents feel like only one side of that equation is being honored. They feel that everyone else gets freedom, while they must simply comply. So the final question is this: why is modern society so comfortable telling children who they should be, but so uncomfortable letting parents decide when those conversations should happen? Because at the end of the day, families aren't the problem. Parents aren't the problem. Choice isn't the problem. The problem is forcing one single worldview onto the next generation before they're old enough to even understand what it means to have a choice at all. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more discussions like this.